Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you another impressive chess puzzle composed by Georgian chess composer David Gurgenidze. This is actually the improved and more complex version of the one which I published in my previous video. In case you missed it, feel free to check it out first and then watch how the solution goes of this one. The link will be in the comment section, but meanwhile we have a puzzle which Gurgenidze published a year later in 1974, and the task is to find the winning line for white. You can pause the video and try to find the solution. Meanwhile, I'm going to share with you how white can win. So right now white is a rook down, but relying on these powerful pawns and the vulnerability of black king and rook, white is managing to win. First, white is announcing a check from h7 squared, and after king g8 is making a very powerful g7 move. White is not only threatening rook h8 checkmate, but is also attacking the rook on f8. Now if a move like king takes h7, then white can win the rook and can go for a queen promotion, thus winning the game. That's why instead of accepting the rook sacrifice, this black rook is starting to harass white king. Rook a5 check. A very cunning idea, and the whole idea is that if you accept the rook sacrifice, then black is managing to move away the rook from f8 squared with a tempo, and then after a move like king b5, black is winning white's rook and the game is over. It's black who is winning. That's why white should never accept the rook sacrifice, and in view of that idea white is playing king b4. But meanwhile black rook keeps on harassing white king. Rook a4 check, king b3, rook a3 check, king b2, rook a2 check, king c1, and this time we have rook takes c2 check. Again the idea is the same. If king takes c2, then rook c8 check will follow, followed by king takes h7. That's why white is playing king d1 and rook c1 check, a very important move. You should keep the rook on the c file, otherwise if rook d2, then white can win it. King d2, rook c2 check, king d3. But now a question arises, how is white going to avoid this perpetual check? There it goes. After rook c5 check, white is winning the pawn on d6. And now white's next target is going to be the pawn on f6, rook c5 check. Meanwhile, black keeps on harassing white king. By the way, winning the pawn on d7 is not good. This time rook d8 can follow, and then king takes h7. That's why white king retreats, rook c5 check, king d4, rook c4 check, king d3. Meanwhile, we have some more checks. Rook takes e2 check. Again, the rook is untouchable because of rook e8. We have king f1, rook e1 check, king f2. And now white king is coming to mount the pawn on f6. Rook e3 check, king g4. A very important move. Interestingly, I have to tell you that king f4 is allowing black to draw the game. In this case, black is managing to draw. Yes, here is one of the possible lines, and this is a draw. That's why white is playing king g4, not allowing black to win the pawn on g5 with a check. King f5, rook e5 check, king takes f6. There it goes, a very important pawn is removed. Rook e6 check, king f5, and after rook e5 check, white can win black rook. King takes e5. This is allowing black to switch into the game his f rook with a check, but once there is no pawn on f6, white is managing to rely on the power of his pawns. King takes h7. Finally, black is accepting the rook sacrifice, king f6. And now white's idea is simple, to capture on f7 and make use of his pawns. White can even announce a check, you know. King g8, black sticks to this pawn, but now comes a deflective pawn sacrifice. King takes h7, king takes f7, with g6 followed by g8 threat, or it looks like that king takes e8 can be also played. For example, if e5, then king takes e8 is also winning. That's why black is playing rook e7 check. Is giving up the second rook as well in order to get rid of this pawn, but the pawn endgame is hopeless for black. There it goes. Here is one of the possible ways of how white can win. And after king h7, king f7, the game is over. White is going for a pawn promotion and checkmate will follow in 4. Another very impressive chess puzzle by Gurgenidze, which speaks loudly about his creativity. In the end, let me also sharpen your technical skills. Please take a look at this position and try to find the mating line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. I have to tell you that there is a mate in 4. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.